Hey, how's everybody doing? This is going to be a very short live. Um, you know, if it's one or two people in here hearing me talk, then I guess that's good enough. I usually don't do this unless I have something on my mind and on my heart to talk about. Like I said, this is going to be very short, 30 minutes, but I would say at least 30 minutes. And it's basically I was talking about you can't build happiness off um, somebody else's misery. And I'm seeing, hey CC, I'm seeing a lot of things, you know, especially on YouTube. It kind of reminds me, hey Omega, what's good? Kind of reminds me of a big old soap opera or some type of reality show. And again, I'm not gonna hold y'all long, but I said the longest I'll go is 30 minutes, more than likely. Because really, like I said, this is a late night for me, and I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So, um, I see so much stuff on here, and I don't think people are aware that behind these screens and computer screens, phones, and there's actually human being. Hey, outlaw, what's popping? Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, because I know you was over. I was looking a little bit in the bushes at brown skin. Look, I've been in the bushes a lot, especially the people that I support. And shout out to the women that I support, whether in the Kwame Brown sector and a little bit outside the Kwame Brown sector. I do support a lot of different women content creators. Sometimes I don't always come in the chat. Sometimes I just be, pushing a like, and um, I'll even do the playback on a lot of lives. But basically, I just be seeing a lot of stuff on here that really, to me, it's really, really kind of unbecoming of people. And I think sometimes when you are outside looking in, you know, you sometimes you can't see things that you're doing until like somebody brings it to your attention that you really it's not looking so good. So I just be kind of staying out the way because I understand with your voice it comes a big responsibility, because when you speak on things that is none of your business, you're going to have to stand on it. And when you stand on it, you really sometimes come through. You'll meet some controversy, for the most part. Hey Bolo, what's popping? For the most part, and I see that just because you don't like someone or you may even hate someone, and that's somewhere I don't want to be. I have disliked people to the core, but I think hate is beyond to me. But I can't say that I would feel right um, actually being happy when people, even if I feel like to an extent that they deserve it, to be happy about it to the point to where I'm so joyous. Some people really deserve a lot of things. They deserve to get their ass whooped. Forgive me for, saying, any inappropriate words. They deserve to a lot of bad things to happen to them. And if we, human, and we view things and we see things, and like on some things you think people deserve it, because of how they act and how they carry themselves. But at the same time, it should be a little bit part of you that says, even though you you wish they would get the same medicine that they give out, you still shouldn't be so happy about it when things do happen to them. Um, a lot of people's personal lives are being exposed on here, and I just think it's a damn shame. I'm just gonna be quite honest with you. Now, some people do it to themselves because they share too much. You will never, I'm not going to say never, but on my end, you're not going to find me saying a lot of my personal business. You may hear me talk about my family and maybe like I told you about a relative that was in the hospital, but really to like the core of my personal business, like you're not going to really hear that. Now, sometimes I'm transparent about certain things I may tell you because I'm telling you how certain things of how far I came or whatever, but I won't get too far into so much of my personal life, and it's a reason for that because when you share things on here, sometimes those things come back to bite you. Okay, and especially when it's in your enemy's hand, someone that does not like you, someone that hates you, they can do a lot with that. Hey, Marissa, what's popping? Good to see you. They can do a lot with that information, and sometimes they'll even make it worse by adding other things to it that is not true. So you actually have to be careful with what you share on here. But I don't ever want to be a person, um, and I have to be honest with you. I'm not always the goody two shoes. I think bad thoughts about people a lot. To be honest with you, if I can be real, I think bad things about people a lot. So I have to constantly keep myself in check because some things, it's like that's going too far on your thoughts, and sometimes when you're thinking about stuff a lot, it can become a reality. What's up, Cornbread? Good to see you. Happy New Year. So I see that on here. I see how people are happy. Um, yeah. Hey, Darren Dallas, how you doing? Happy New Year. I see a lot of people that parade and they're clapping and happy when someone else is going through something publicly. And I really just think that that's a shame of how people have lost touch of just being a human. And even if you don't like people, even if there's a person that you just can't stand, like there should be some type of limit that you should go, like how far you should go. And I don't see people a lot of times have boundaries on here. Sometimes they'll say, I'm not going to talk about nobody's kids and nobody's dead relatives. And yeah, that's fine and all. But, you know, what about other things? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a moral police because, like I said, I got my own issues. But I'm trying to think, do people really realize when you get like, I say 30 plus, shouldn't your your ideas and your reactions about things, shouldn't they change? I'm just asking a question. Um, and then I have to realize too, everybody's been raised differently, and some people I don't think have been raised at all. So I guess people process things differently. But then I think we have a society now where people just don't give a damn, and that's just point blank. Um, they don't care about what is right as long as it's getting back at the person that I don't like, and I don't care if people put this person on a cross. I just don't give a damn. I can't stand that person. Hey, Rocco, what's popping? Good to see you. Happy New Year. They just, and I used to think about stuff like that, and I said, I wonder what be in people's mind to think that certain things that they do is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just have to check myself when I'm dealing with folks, and even when I'm on here. Like, am I really, am I really representing myself right? Like, am I really trying to not just so much think about myself, but Think about maybe somebody that may be watching me that may look up to me. Like, if I'm out here acting the fool, like, what is it going to look like to somebody that actually looks up to me? So, um, I think it really bothered me because I'm seeing so much that happened in 2023 that's happening again. It's like a repeat. It's actually like deja vu. In 2024, people go into the new year with some type of resolution or some type of goal that they actually want to do differently in their life. They maybe want to lose weight. They maybe want to, learn how to do something, like a hobby. They may just want to be a better person the next year. But sometimes I'm not, I guess people are content with being in a cycle. It's like, I don't care who I hurt, just as long as I feel better. Is that am I thinking right, or am I just, I mean, I'm just asking some questions because I just really don't understand how people don't check themselves. And it's unfortunate that so many people that act that way have children. You know what I'm saying? And please don't expect your children to do any better when you're not. What's that saying? Do as I tell you and not as I do, or something like that. You know, do as I say, but not as I do. I think that's it. And you can't expect your children to abide by that because they watching you even when you think they're not watching you. Even if you don't have children, somebody is watching you. I used to say the enemy is not these other folks, it's the ones that look like me. And that is very true. Some of your biggest enemies is in your family, or they resemble you. And that's really kind of sad. Hey, yours, Mike. Um, you right, Don. I got to check myself, and I think that the reason why I worry about, maybe not worry, but it brings great concern because I see the world like going to hell in a handbasket, and people are so blinded because they're still doing the same thing, and it's like, do you realize what's going on in the world? you know, uh, Pretty soon, Korea might be taking over. I don't know. Russia might be taking over the United States, and you're thinking about all these different things with people barely can afford food. You know, it's so many things that I see in this world that's just going down, and it's just like people are going down with it, and I don't know if people are concerned. That's what's scary. People are so sometimes can be really just mean. Um I really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to really kind of look at some things. I said, I'm I'm getting out of education and going into um the social work field. I had to really wonder and question myself. Do I really like people? Because sometimes I really don't. I was like, sometimes I really just don't. Um, there's some good people out in the world. I don't deny that. I met some. I know some people, some good people that are decent people. You know, they try to do unto others as they would do to themselves. Do unto others as you would do unto yourself, or whatever. Or you know, treat people like you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. So I but but sometimes you run into people that it's just like, oh my God, you are just extremely selfish, extremely mean. And like I said, I always look at myself first, because pointing out other people's flaws and not looking at your own, it's not a it's not a good thing, you know. Get the speck out of your eye before you get it out somebody else's. I know I don't really like people, just certain ones. Yeah, I'm just being real on it, you know. I had to kind of get myself together, and I think something reminded me, okay, that's why I don't deal with too many people because just the and I even find myself, because people are so, they be on a different level. They even be rude in the grocery stores, like extra. Like, what's going on? I was in line, you know, and I finished paying for my stuff, and this lady and her boyfriend or husband, they was uh sacking their stuff. So I was trying to wait until they finished, and she just taking her lovely time blocking the way. And like I said, she looked like a big old giraffe, and no offense to tall women, but I was trying to be patient enough to let her move, because she knew somebody was behind her finishing paying. So I just said, you know, excuse me, said, excuse me, ma'am. And she said, hold on just a minute. I said, no, you hold on. And so I was going around her, and I was going to put my back, I was getting my basket to go around her, to squeeze around her. But she had I guess she seen me moving, so she moved out the way. And I'm like, you don't tell me to hold on. Shit, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people, and then when I left there, I said, oh my goodness, people really people really get on my nerves. I I really try to be a nice person, but man, I'm telling you, little stuff like that really pisses me off. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I told y'all that story, but I just want to tell y'all how that's why I be questioning, like, yeah, folks be getting on my nerves too much. Not all the time. Sometimes I'm good. I'm good most of the time, but sometimes I just be like, no, you move, you hold on, shit, you talking to. But it's all good. See, that's that little side you might not know about. Well, you probably do, but I try not to show it too much. But what's in you is gonna come out at the end of the day. Hmm. Yeah. But I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I was seeing on here, and I just really feel like, oh my gosh, I really just have to really be quiet a lot of times on here. And it's not that I'm scary. I'm not scary at all. I have encountered some things on here, but some things you don't want what comes with your opinion, you know? Your opinion can, even though it can be the truth, you know, you gotta wanna know if you wanna deal with what comes behind an opinion. Good night, CC. You're always sleepy, but good night. You always you're always gonna have to deal with the after effects of an opinion. Some things I just really just I care, but I don't care enough to sway someone to see how I feel about certain things. Yeah, and see, Outlaw says, yeah, that's why I try not to give mines, but I can't help it. And sometimes you just can't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you will just say exactly how you feel about something. Um, and you think about it later. But because I have been through a few things on here and trying to stay low under the radar and to keep my channel, you know, tell you one thing, I would rather have five people on here listening to a little bit of, you know, what's going on in the world, what's going on in my life to an extent, or the lessons that I've learned, then get into the other drama part where I can have 100 people in the chat, because it really creates more problems for you unless you have that type of personality. You have that type of um yeah, personality, and that you like that kind of stuff. I just don't. I can't do it because it's just too much that comes with it. I applaud people that have that type of personality that's ready to go to war all the time. I just really don't. You know, my temperament is a lot different than some people. Um, I could really just get really upset to the point to I really want to go and see somebody. Yeah, I really do. And then, people will tell you it's just YouTube, you know, after they talked about you like a dog and doxed you and your family. It's just like, this is crazy. But I just think people need to really just step back and kind of see, how would you want somebody to treat you? Even if you don't like a person, like, is it that serious for you to just be so happy with the fact that they going through a lot right now? And you just but I guess people are just not, they just don't care. They just don't have any compassion. They just don't. Smoke some Mary Jane. Yeah, but I think I might get hooked on that, Marissa. So it might be a bad idea. Exercising helps me a little bit, but sometimes talking through it helps me as well. I just really just get sad because I see how people act and how people are on here, and it's like I have to even sometimes check me and say, am I doing some of the stuff that these people are doing? No, have I did some of this stuff? It's like, because again, I always look at myself before I point the finger at other people. No, but it does make me sad sometimes because I see people that I be liking. It's like people that you like, and they're going back and forth, and it's like all you can do is just stay out the way, because maybe in the next month or two they'll be cool and they'll have a sit down conversation, and everything was like it just never happened. And here you are up in arms about it or upset about it, trying to pick a side. People want you to pick a side, or if you in a certain person chat when they talking about you, oh, you better get up out of there. Screenshots. So it's just a mess. I'm telling you. It's really just a mess, and I do not want to be a casualty at war. I really just don't. No, Marissa, you are not. Um, I don't. I'm not one of those. women that believe in I'm for all women. That is a lie from the pits of hell. I am not for all women. I'm just not. Like, it's some women that I'm like, I will not ever support you. I don't like you. And they can feel the same about me. I don't care. More than likely, I probably don't like them either. But when I support women and different men on the YouTube platforms, I really just learn. I'm just learning now just to stay out the way. Let your comments be little to nothing unless you about that life. I'm not about that YouTube life. I'm just really not. Yeah, I don't got it in me. I have to really disconnect a lot of times from on this app because you can get so bogged down with people's drama. It seemed like it started to roll into your life, your personal life. Remember when I talked about the other day how people's perception becomes their reality, and that definitely can happen. A lot of what you see, a lot of what you perceive it to be, it actually can spill into your actual real life. So you got to be careful that you don't allow that to happen. I got to be careful that I don't become mean spirited. I have to be very careful that I don't get become a negative Nancy. hmm But one thing you will not see me do is be happy or build my happiness on someone's misery. That's a bad way to be because guess what? Those things can come right back on you. And when they come back on you, they're even worse. So be careful how you are happy when somebody else is going through something, when somebody's life is being exposed and plastered all over YouTube or any type of social media platform. Be careful how you applaud that. hmm But then sometimes, like I say, people get what they get, but that still don't mean you need to be like, yeah, yeah, that's good. That's what they get. That's what them motherfuckers get. Yeah, Russell, I'm late. I'm up late. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm enjoying being up a little later than I'm usually. But you just have to be careful how you treat people. You have to be careful how fast you laugh at other people, even if you don't like them and you can't stand them. It's very easy to be mean. It really is. Sometimes it's harder to be nice, especially to your enemies. And I'm not going to be talking about no kumbaya, but I will say that a lot of things that people are laughing and applauding at people because they're going through things that's just not right. And again, I'm not the moral police. I just know right from wrong. And I think that God puts it in everybody. He puts right and wrong. He puts a conscience in everybody. Some people just don't use it, of course, but it's in everyone that is alive. I really believe that. Now, serial killers and some people like that, pedophiles, they're a different species. So I really don't know about that. No, I did not drink any wine today. Um, I'm really calm at this point, Russell. If you're looking at the title will say it says you can't build happiness off of someone else's misery, and how people applaud or happy when people are going through stuff and their information is and is talked about. Their personal information is talked about on YouTube. That's what we're talking about. You got to come in and read the titles, Russell. Start asking questions. But yeah, I told you I wasn't gonna be on here long, but that's just was kind of on my heart. If anybody would like to come up, y'all can put a one in the chat. But if not, I'm gonna end this live. But I want y'all to just be careful about the stuff that y'all entertain. I want y'all to think about the things that you laugh at. I want y'all to be more conscious of, you know, what you're really seeing, because people say, oh, it's just YouTube, but it's real people. I'm a real person. Everybody else is a real person. Some people hide it more than others, but we're people. And what do people do? They feel, they hurt. And just because a person comes on here, maybe more outspoken or flamboyant, it doesn't mean that inside they're not hurting. Now, some things they cause because of their personality, but then sometimes it's nothing that they've done. It's just, things have happened to them in their life. For people to laugh about things and be happy about that it's just really, it's really a bad thing. It's really something that you should wonder, why is it that you have that much hate in your heart? I'm talking about in general, but I have seen some things on here with my own eyes on what I've seen with different people. But in general, people do it. Do y'all know it's so the suicide not, let me say, the S word, when people unlive themselves? Do you know that rate has doubled in 2023? It has doubled. More and more, and I'm going to go statistically and look at the percentage, but there's more children and teenagers that kill, that unalive themselves um, because of cyberbullying. Did y'all know that? But some people don't even care. Other kids don't care. It's like, it's not me, so I don't give a damn. Some of them same kids, you know, that they bully, it's like they take their life, and some of them could be remorseful, but some of them are not. It was one content creator, and I gotta find that video. When I was trying to find it the other day, I couldn't find it. He was I think a gamer. They had those gamers on YouTube, and he got, for a few months, this one person in particular kept harassing him online, and the guy just kept harassing him. And then, of course, once you have one troll, then it's like you get a whole bunch of other trolls, right? And so they were just harassing this guy, cyberbullying this guy for months. One day, he decided, I think he went on Facebook Live or something like that. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna find the story. And the guy ended up unaliving himself on Facebook Live in front of those people. So, because he had YouTube and he did Facebook Live. So somehow he did it. He left for a few minutes and then he came back. And I believe from what I can remember, he um, he unalived himself on live. And I'm gonna find that video so I can share that with y'all. And I just thought that was so crazy. But see, you never know how some people, they seem so strong. Seem like nothing don't bother them, you know. Then you got them trying to, I guess, keep up a facade like they so strong and everything, and then it's just that one little comment, you know. You heard about that too, Outlaw? I'm gonna find, if you can find it, send it to me. But I saw it and I pushed the things to say watch later, but I never could find it back on my feed again. And I don't know what that person said, but whatever that person said, the guy, it was his last straw. Now, some people are already mentally unstable. So, and this is not a laughing matter, but they're already mentally unstable when they come on here. So it just takes just the right comment at the right time, and that's enough. That's it. And yeah, right, Outlaw. You never know who you're talking to. You never know where people been and what's the last straw that they have, you know. But I bet you anything, some of those people that were trolling him and bullying him in the chat, I bet you anything they had some maybe, but I bet you for the most part, some of them didn't even have remorse. They'll just be like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why would you do this? It's just social media." Some people, oh well. I'm like, the lack of empathy and sympathy that people have today. My God, that's all you can say. That's all you can say. I don't know if some of these people are really robots, you know. Hey, Don, what's popping? Yeah, it's just YouTube. I don't know if these people are robots or they actually real people, because some of these people have no feelings. They have none. So it's pretty interesting how people conduct themselves. It really is. But I don't even want to bore you. I wish I could make y'all laugh and, and go off like Garrett Chavez. He's I wonder what Garrett, he's probably asleep. And make y'all laugh. But hey, this is how I sound at 12:20 at 12:25 a.m. So I sound like I'm a little drunk and sleep at the same time. But like I said, that was just a concern of mine that I think about, and I wonder. Said, I wonder, do people really see what's going on, or do they even care? I'm gonna think some people don't. I sometimes, I want kids, but then I think about it, I'm like, do I really want to bring kids in the world like this? I don't know. Maybe I'm a little apprehensive. Bringing kids into this world, I'm like, Lord have mercy. Telling you, if I ever have kids, they gonna go to karate class, boxing class. They're gonna go to a lot of different classes to protect themselves, because they definitely gonna need it. These kids are crazy in school, so imagine how their parents are. Nutcases. You know. And I'm just talking. I'm just talking. And I can't talk to y'all about everything that's going on in the YouTube streets. Cause some of it, like I say, you say something about it, there's a live with you having your opinion. Then before you know it, somebody playing your live, critiquing what you say and how you said it, and then twisting what you done said. So I just try to stay out the way, stay out these folks' way. Hey TSM, what's poppin'? I try to stay out these folks' way. hmm Like I say, I really pacing myself on here. I'm pacing myself, not trying to get involved with anything. Um, like I said, these folks, they will have you really about to catch a case. So you gotta figure out, is it worth it? And I really just don't think it is. You know. Now, if it's something that I feel, oh yeah, I'm gonna speak on it because it has something to do with maybe affecting someone that I really like, or if it's affecting me, then I'm gonna of course speak on it. I'm not gonna be ashamed and be like keeping it to myself. But when it come to other people business about why they don't get along or why they hate each other, I just gotta stay out the way. The safest place is to be out of drama. Especially when you got a real life and um you're dealing with family, somebody in your family's ill, or dealing with some things in your life. It's best to just focus on that. That way you'll always be focused on what's more important. And that what's more important is staying out of people's business. That's what's really important. And again, just making sure you check yourself. What's up, Duke? Interesting. Wonder what's so interesting, Duke. It's best to just watch what you do. Don't be happy when people are going through stuff. I'm telling you, it's some people, you be wanting them to have karma knock at their door. I understand. But at the same time, don't dwell in the happiness when it does come, because it can come right back to you. And I'm gonna say it in my country dialect, or not dialect, my country words, rat back to you. Rat back. Yes, yes, yes. It's my signature. Well, thank you, Duke. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is how I sound at 12:30 a.m. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so school doesn't start till Monday. So I am enjoying the time that I can stay up and do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Another thing I see that I'm like, I haven't seen so many sex scandals I've seen more sex scandals and all kinds of weird uh what what is that? Side chicks, side Negroes. I'm like, y'all better be careful. Be careful. Why you think you got it good because you with somebody married, baby? Oh my God, you will have your day. Every dog has their day. My grandmother always taught me, stay away from married folks, girl. And I made that a practice. Stay away from married men. Cause see, a lot of single women like married men because they don't have to be obligated. They can deal with that Negro anytime they feel like it. Well, not anytime, but when they feel like it. When that person got time for them. But they really don't want a real relationship. They just want his money and his Peter Paul almond joy. Y'all get what that is. If y'all don't, you'll figure it out later. So they do that. They get the Peter Paul almond joy. They get the little money. But I wonder how they feel when it's do they feel empty after they do all that? Maybe not initially, because it's all good. I knew this one lady. Somebody, she was a teacher, and she was with this man since she been in college. This man was married since she had been in college. She was with that man for, and I think she's 50 something or 50. But she was with that man for 30 years. Another man, another a woman's husband for 30 years. So most of her college years in her youth, and um then as her being a middle-aged woman. I thought that was really sad, but she didn't think nothing of it. Now she 50, and guess what? He died just recently. He had a, I would say about 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. He died of a heart attack. And guess what? When he died, she didn't get one penny, not one red penny. Mm-mm. Because guess what? She was not his wife. Now she feeling all sad because her lover gone. Did you think about that woman, his wife? Did you think about that? Oh, it's all about how you feel and what you getting out of the package. You can't build happiness off of somebody else's misery. What's up, Genesis? You can't do it. You'll be you for a little while. You'll be okay. You'll have fun. You'll get the money. You get the Peter Paul almond joy, but it's not lasting. It's really not. I'm learning now that a lot of people are okay with their bad behavior. And guess what? We all have it, but we all shouldn't be okay with our bad behavior. Like, I'm trying not to look down on people because I got my own sins, right? But at the same time, like, you can't think you're gonna be blessed and you really all in the mess. Ooh, that rhymes. They go together. Yeah, you can't do it. It's just not gonna work at the end. I hope I'm not boring you, but I'm just talking. This is this is what I do when I'm talking on the phone with people and stuff. We're talking about different things because I talk to really people that actually have something to add to this world. They just don't be gossiping, and we talk about real things that we see and things that we dealt with, things that we heard from other people, what they experienced. So it's kind of like I'm talking to y'all on the phone, y'all just not responding back. But just be careful what you do in this world, in your time, in as you're on this earth, because we only got one life. One uh we only got one take. you know now how so many times people, they do a lot of takes when they're doing, like, they're on like any type of movie scene, um or TV. Sometimes they have to take several takes because they keep messing up on their lines. Hey, Tariq, what's popping? Happy New Year. Unfortunately, in this life, we only get one take. So we can't come back. Well, if you believe in reincarnation, hey, that's up to you. I don't know. I don't get into people's beliefs, but from my understanding, we just have one take. So um, we're not going to be able to do this again. You'll be surprised on how many people will be thinking the same thing like you. We all feeling something, right? Yeah, Tariq, it's good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a minute. I think the last time I saw you, I think it was maybe last month. But yeah, I think some people do think like me, but and that's wonderful. It lets me know that I'm not totally by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not the only human on here. So, like I said, I think a lot of these people are either robots or they're demon spawns. I don't know. Hey, Lon Lon, you up and popping? What you up to? I thought you'd be asleep. Child, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm still on my Christmas vacation. And I just see a lot of stuff that's going on in the YouTube streets. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? I like, we taking the same thing in 2023 to 2024. It's just January. Hey Vance, what's popping? You doing okay? Happy New Year. Carnegie Vance. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Sometimes I can't read late at night. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I'm just talking about not building your happiness off of somebody's misery, and how people are so happy when people's lives are exposed on here in a negative way. People be laughing and saying little things. Thank you, Tariq. Wow, I appreciate it. It's a blessing. Thank you, brother. All right, Tariq. Oh, I wasn't feeling good. I took a nap, woke up around 11 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm kind of like you, Lon Lon. I've been staying out the way. Um, I be supporting people in the bushes, but shoot, I got to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things you just don't even want to put your opinion on, because you gonna be on the docket. You know what I'm saying? So I just be politely maneuvering myself around here, minding the business that pays me, and dealing with my real life. And that's exactly how I'm gonna continue to move, because that's what's most important. Yes, indeed. I definitely limit on where I comment. My comments are few to none. I don't even put a lot of laughing emojis in chats anymore. Because you could be laughing at something totally different in a chat, and then somebody may think you laughing at them. Now, some people I don't care, but even with that, you have to be careful because that would, if they already got they already don't like you, they just looking for something to come at you on anyway. So you just have to be careful, you know. And oh, I remember now, Omega, you did tell me kind of how to just not get into the BS. At one point, I got into some foolishness because I wouldn't mind the business that pays me and talking. See, a lot of times you could be talking to a snake and you don't even know it. So then I've been seeing how certain persons move. So how my petty set up, I'm chill, not repeating this. Right. See, in Long Line, I remember when, and shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love. Sub up to her if y'all haven't. Uh, who else got a channel in here? Let me see. I don't know who got a channel. Marissa got a channel. Be encouraged. Duke got a channel. Duke Pharaoh. Let's see. Russell gone. I don't know if he got a channel or not. Don Dallas got a channel if he's still in here. I don't know if it's any mods in here or not. I can't see because I'm on my StreamYard. But put y'all channel, if it's the mods in here, put y'all channels and other people's channels in here if they have one. I try not to be selfish. But yeah, my comments are limited. My interactions and chats are limited. And see, this is what I should have been doing 3 years ago. But oh no, I had to be a freaking social butterfly. And yeah. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. And if you don't learn, you're really slow. Lessons are meant to be learned and applied. They're not to be wasted. And I remember when Lonnie would always say, I'm messy, I'm like, I really appreciate that because at least she told you who she was. But then when I thought about it, I said some of that stuff she not really messy on. I just think she just telling how she feel. But see, sometimes when you tell how you feel about stuff, some people still will view you as being messy. When you're just basically giving your opinion on something that you see that's wrong. I mean, I don't know. People's definition of messy is different. Like, it has to be. Or it just has to be about who you like, you know? It's not messy if it's somebody that you like telling the truth about other people, right? But when it's somebody that you don't like, hey, Agent Smith, what's good? How you doing today? Happy New Year. When it's somebody that you don't like, oh, they're messy. Oh, they're a liar. Well, I'm just giving my opinion just like the other person that you so-called like. That's all you be doing, giving your opinion. But I understand now. Be very be very careful on your opinions on here, unless you just don't give a damn. Like cooking a roast, okay? Lonnie's just and this is how I knew that I could really deal with Lonnie because Lonnie is just Lonnie. Um, it's, it's just I don't even know how to describe Lonnie, to be honest with you. But I do now, Lonnie. Lately I have been seeing a softer side of you, and I've been seeing, like you said, I just been really seeing you staying out the way. So if Lonnie, the Miss Gossip, give you the 411 all the information, if she can learn to stay out the way, that's something you need to pay attention to. Because Lonnie would be rat in the, I'm talking about rat in the mix, in the middle, and hearing about everything and, talking about it. Now Lonnie said, no, 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 no. I'm staying up out of it. Lonnie said, I'm staying on the sidelines. And you can't blame her for that. Yes, indeed. You can't blame Lonnie for that. And that's how I know things is getting things now on here are getting pretty deep. They're getting so deep where you almost just have to really watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people don't mind rolling around in the dirt. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna let this play out. Yeah, I'm gonna let a lot of things play out. That's why I say I just kind of be quiet on stuff. I can kind of tell certain people, hey, you might need to watch this. I observe this. But after I do that maybe a couple of times, then I kind of just chill out because sometimes people have to find out on their own. I had situations where, yeah, me too. I had situations where, I try to people that I really care about, or support, I'll be like, hey, you need to check this out, or this is what I seen, you know what I'm saying? But even with that, you just have to be careful because some people can take, not all, but some people can take you trying to help them as if you're actually trying to be messy or you're trying to do something calculating to them or malicious to them. So you kind of just have to, you know, be, if you want to tell somebody, you can tell them, but don't keep on because some people just they have to learn the hard way. Selena, people have one person in common they're trying to destroy, so everything's good now. Oh, I see more than one, but I think I kind of understand what you're saying. That's really kind of bad too, because at the end of the day, I don't know too many people, unless you have had like some dealings with people behind the scenes, um, really know each other, like on a personal level. So again, building your happiness on somebody's misery, basically trying to destroy a person that you really don't know, you just don't like their personality. It's really kind of crazy to me. I mean, am I thinking right or am I off? Because I'm just saying, if I really don't know you like that, like I just don't like your personality, why am I trying to destroy you exactly? You would think some of these people, you done slept with them and destroyed their life and, you took their money, you done killed somebody in their family, things like that, that people actually want revenge. Yeah, I can understand that. These folks, if they don't like your personality, they want you out. They want you out of here. They don't care what it takes. They don't care if they talk about your dead kid, your dead mama and daddy, uh, calling your job, They don't care. They really don't. People just need to watch themselves, because the same happiness you get when you see somebody else going through stuff is the same reward that you receive. And it's all the little thing that people seem to forget. You reap what you sow. And as the Buddhists believe, karma. Karma happens to us all. Make sure that the seeds that you are sowing are actually something that you wouldn't mind coming back to you in the future, because it definitely will. Right, Lonnie? It definitely will. So the seeds that you sow, make sure you don't mind when it comes back. Sometimes it comes back quickly. Sometimes it comes back year, 2 years, sometimes 10 years, but it always comes back. It always comes back when you least expect it. So the plants that you see, the plants that you sow, I mean, not the plants, the seeds that you sow, you got to be careful on what you sow. Again, this live was very simple. It's just me talking about not building your happiness on somebody's misery. People do it every day and they think nothing of it. And that's the most unfortunate thing. People have lost themselves in their own hatred. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, people get on my nerves most of the time. Bye, Lon Lon. Good night. People get on my nerves most of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I can't ever say that I want to harm someone just because, or I feel good when people are going through things, or I make a habit to try to destroy someone else to make me feel better. So, like I said, that's just something to think about. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think about that. But guys, I wish you all a good night. I hope that I either way. Okay, Agent Smitty. Y'all tell me when, if what y'all feel in the comments, and let me know how you guys feel. If you haven't pressed the like button, make sure you press the like button. Thank you, Smitty. Press the like button, and I thank you guys for any cash apps or any super chats, or just your support in the chat, just saying hello, just pressing the like button. If you know people that would like my type of content, steer them my way. I appreciate all of you. And remember, if nobody loves you, remember Selena loves you to Reese's Pieces. And I don't have to know you to love you. Smooches, y'all. Bye.